I'm really delighted today to welcome you all and also to introduce you to our three panellists. All of these panellists are individuals that I've worked really closely with over the last few years, and it's been an absolute delight to work with all of them, as well as several others, some of them that are in the audience today, but huge numbers that aren't with us today. And I hope that they can share their experiences with those of you who haven't had the experience of working directly with them, to help you to realise just how much we've gained from working with each of them over the years. They've really made an amazing opportunity for us as academics. We've learned so much about how to manage disability through them being open enough and honest enough to explain to us what their needs are. I'd like to hand over to each of the panellists in turn to give you a short introduction to themselves.
My name's Andrew. I work full-time in the NHS to support primary care. It's part of the quality team, alongside part-time work as a medical writer. I'm passionate about science communication. I'd say I've sought to take up as many opportunities as I can to progress in my career to align with these interests. I studied for a BSc in Human and Medical Science at Westminster, and I graduated with a good degree in 2019. I experienced a number of challenges with my epilepsy and the death of my mother during my studies, and as such I required extensive support from the disability services and my tutor that enabled me to achieve the best possible results that I could.
Hi everyone, my name is Asha. I'm currently studying pharmacology, Masters in Pharmacology at King's College. I graduated with a biomedical science degree at Westminster in 2021, and I have moderate to severe bilateral hearing loss.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you all. My name is Phoebe Rahman and I'm a recent biomedical science graduate from Westminster. I currently work as an MLA in North Middlesex and I'm hoping to train as a biomedical scientist in the future. I was born with a severe to profound hearing loss in both ears.
Thank you all. It's really lovely to hear you sort of talk about your background and just to situate the conversations that we want to have today. So to start off with, what we'd like to really do is to get a bit of information or a bit of feedback from you all about your experiences while you were with us at Westminster as a student.
It was really great. I mean, when I moved in my first week alone, I was contacted by my disability advisors, my lecturers and personal tutors. I was emailed by all of them in the first week, asking to meet up, let's talk about what support you need, the adjustment. That alone made me feel really great and included and gave me that boost of confidence. But when I could go to lectures, I can talk to them about how, I need to lip read them or any other adjustment I might need. And I felt a bit more confident in sharing that I was deaf to other people. And in that same week, I got to meet Asha, who was also deaf. So it was nice to have someone there that was going through similar situation and we could rely on each other. Yeah, it was really nice.
When I first started Westminster, before I started, I was contacted by the disability team in the summer, so I had to go into Cavendish campus, and my disability advisor sat down with me and we spoke about the support that I would need, and I felt less anxious because it made me think that the disability team was so organised, and also I felt so welcome when I received an email from you, Claire. That just made me feel really good, because sometimes it's scary not knowing what's going to happen, and I think I was mostly worried about how I would hear the lecturer in a large theatre hall. So yeah,
it's really interesting to hear your perspective for both disabled students with similar disabilities, obviously not at all the same. There's always heterogeneity and individuality in your experiences. So Andrea, I'm just wondering if your experiences were similar. Obviously with your disability it's not quite as openly visual, and so I do wonder whether or not that's led to different challenges.
I really struggled in my first year because there was a problem where the disability services were short-staffed, and I'm naturally quite introverted, and when I experienced the focal seizures I was having, it can make you feel quite tired and depressed and not really wanting to seek any help. But then eventually, when things were in place, I could get the support that I needed. It made a huge difference. I was able to have regular check-ins, which sometimes I might not have wanted to go, but The thing that I liked about them is that it didn't feel like I was just a number. I had really just support in a way that I felt like they really cared about and prioritized the well-being of and the achievements of staff with disabilities. So yeah, once that was in place, it was so much easier. I was able to achieve what I wanted to at universities, and I was able to learn about things that I wasn't aware of when I was apprehensive about my employment prospects. So I was introduced to the Change 100 program, which I would recommend for everyone. It's just an incredible opportunity where students with disabilities can apply for a summer internship program. Quite difficult. I'd often have focal seizures travelling, but I did have in place a taxi service as part of my adjustments, which was there in emergencies, but I actually used it a few times. But just even knowing that I could use it was helpful. It made me feel a lot more confident.
It was advertised on Blackboard. In the project, it's basically an opportunity for you to collaborate with academic staff, and our project was focused on sharing each of our personal experiences with disability.
Yeah, it was a really good experience because we met up every week on Teams to talk about our experiences. The project was about empathy and the experience that we face. It was just really good because I felt like every week I had something new to tell the group. Yeah, it was really good.
It was something that wasn't biomedical science related. It was my first time being a researcher, so getting involved from the research to doing the focus group and data analysis. So it was nice to learn about that.
And what about the Change 100, Andrew?
I found out about that through an event at the university, and Change 100 is an opportunity for students with disabilities and recent graduates who are in the same category to apply for an opportunity for a paid internship over the summer period. After you do your application, which you can get support through the disability services at the university, after you do your application, if it's successful, you can attend an interview, which I think they do 1 or 2 a year. And then from that, you can have a guaranteed paid internship in the area of study that you're focusing on.
It was very easy to disclose my disability. I felt like the disability team were very welcoming and they accepted who I was and they tried to give me the best support that I could get.
Yeah, the same with ASHA. At Westminster, it's very easy to tell them and talk to them about it because they approached me first. So I was already comfortable because they've done that hard step for me, that I was able to talk to them and I can tell that they were truly listening to what I was saying and they did care.
Well, I want to thank you all, both our panellists, our 3 panellists who've spoken absolutely fantastically tonight about their experiences, but also to all of you for coming along to the event. I hope you've learned from it and have confidence moving forward to own your disability and not be defined by it, but as Peter would say, our VC, to remember that it's your superpower.